It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBsports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Ackerson Field at Hopewell Valley High School, this is the Trentonian pregame show on the WBCB Sports Network. This Colonial Valley Conference boys soccer semifinal match between Princeton and Steinert is brought to you by the following sponsors: Haldeman Ford Subaru, Capital Health Systems, New Jersey Education Association, Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, Italian People's Bakery, the Hamilton Township Education Association, Hyundai of Trenton, Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, the Trentonian, and the Hamilton Township Division of Health. Hello, everyone. A very pleasant good evening to you all. Alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Andrew Myers. Well, not everyone likes change, but it's out with the old, in with the new in Mercer County High School sports. The Mercer County Tournament is no longer replaced this summer by the Colonial Valley Conference Tournament. The inaugural edition of the CVC Boys Soccer Tournament has been chalked to this point, with the top 4 seeds advancing to the semifinals. So, sorry to all you underdog lovers out there, but Fish, I'm certainly not complaining about the teams we're seeing tonight. We have 2 fantastic matchups, and it starts with the 2nd seeded Princeton Tigers and the 3rd seeded Steinert Spartans.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, there's been some criticism about knocking the preps out of this tournament, and basically that's because the Pennington boys and girls won it every year. And I understand both sides, but hey, look, what we're left for here in this semifinal, of these 4 teams, you have a state champion, a defending state champion in Princeton, a 2-time state finalist, and 2022 state champion in Robbinsville, and a sectional finalist in Steinert tonight. So, I mean, you got 3 of the top teams in Central Jersey, or the state, so to speak. So this tournament doesn't lack anything. When you look at this first matchup, it's a game where both teams feel they have something to prove. Princeton 12-2-3. It's won 5 straight, and its last loss came to Steinert on October 8th. The Spartans' 2-0 victory that day is the Little Tigers' lone setback in the last 12 games, as they've gone 9-1-2 during that period. So Princeton's looking for revenge. But Steinert is playing with a chip on its shoulder. It feels disrespected by being seeded 3rd while the Tigers are 2nd. The seedings were done by PowerPoints, but the Spartans feel the fact that they finished ahead of Princeton in the Colonial Division, they won the head-to-head matchup, and they have one more win than Princeton, and both teams have 2 losses. They felt that should have carried some weight. But here's the deal. In the end, it doesn't matter one bit, or all that much, really. Mm-hmm. They're both here. They're both playing at a neutral site. Seeds don't matter at this point. Steinert got here with a 1-0 win over arch rival Hamilton and a 2-1 victory over Lawrence. Typical Steinert games. The Tigers took an 11-1 win over Ewing, 2-1 victory over Trenton.
Yeah, so this matchup, you kind of talked into it a little bit, Fish, and what we're looking at is kind of a difference in balances for these 2 teams. Both teams coming in with a pretty solid win streak. Steinert wins in their last 4. Princeton wins in their last 5. The Tigers have scored 24 goals in those 5 games, and Steinert defensively has been phenomenal all season long.
Right, exactly. That's exactly right. This is a matchup of a well-oiled offensive Princeton unit against a very stingy Steinert outfit. Steinert comes in 13-2-3. They're undefeated in CVC play. The Spartans are defined by their defense, having allowed just 10 goals this season while collecting 9 shutouts. Spartans' back 3 of Elliot Morris, Jake Riley, and Ryan Tchaikovsky have been a near impenetrable wall, and Dennis Tchaikovsky's been stellar in goal. Now, Princeton counters with a team that is very good possession-wise. Every player, even guys off the bench, can keep possession of the ball. They're also good at putting passes in behind the defense, which will be a challenge against the Spartans' back line. They have Azariah Brightman with 17 goals. Archie Smith has 13. And that combined total of 30 is just 2 less than Steinert has as a team. Smith has Division I potential. He's a senior center midfielder. And he's got to have the ball at his feet as much as possible. Sometimes he tends to get a little less assertive, but he has to want the ball, and the Tigers need to get it to him. Princeton can also defend. I mean, we make a bigger deal out of Steinert defending probably because they don't score as much, but Princeton's only allowed 13 goals, and they have 8 shutouts. But when Steinert plays that low block with those 3 defenders, it's tough to break down. What Princeton has to do is they need to be patient. They may have to swing the ball side to side, try to make runs from behind the defense. And what can be really dangerous against a low block is if you can get an early diagonal cross maybe, because sometimes that leaves the penalty area wide open. When you look at the Spartans, they're usually content to let the other team possess and then try to nip a pass in a certain area and set up a counter. Other ways of trying to score are off restarts. But in the games I've seen, Steinert really hasn't had a lot of success in corner kicks or free kicks or things like that. Look, the easy analysis here is Steinert just has to do what it did the first time. Score 2 first-half goals, then defend. Conversely, Princeton needs to alter things slightly in order to reverse that last result. But, Andrew, as we know in tournament play, nothing comes easy.
Yeah, and these two teams probably expected to be at this point here in the inaugural CVC tournament, and now they're 1 win away from playing in the first ever CVC Boys Soccer Championship matchup. It's Steinert taking on Princeton in a couple of minutes. We'll take a quick break here on the WBCB Sports Network and come back with starting lineups and the start between Steinert and Robbinsville. Stick with us.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are number 1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Red October is back, and so is our new Toyota inventory, with in-demand popular models arriving monthly, like the all-new Grand Highlander and Sequoia, or reliable classics like the RAV4 and Camry. And with no markups above MSRP in our Teammate Rewards program, you can see for yourself why our home team advantage is so important. Shop online at teamtoyota.net or visit one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Today's Princeton versus Steinert boys soccer CVC semifinal matchup is brought to you by the Italian People's Bakery, who is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. Hyundai of Trenton, car buying made simple at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. Over 100 new Hyundai models, from Elantras and Sonatas to SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, and Palisade, including hybrid models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory, including a huge selection of pre-owned certified vehicles. No market adjustments on any car in stock. Get an extra $1,000 rebate trade-in value towards any new vehicle. Hyundai of Trenton will buy your vehicle even if you don't purchase a car. Fast payment, top dollar paid for your car. Hyundai of Trenton, car buying made simple in the area's fastest growing dealership at 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Teams getting their final pep talks from the head coaches. Kickoff coming shortly here on the WBCB Sports Network between Princeton and Steinert. Fish?
I just think this is going to be a really good game.
Yeah.
I think all these quarterfinal games were so incredibly close. One-goal games. I think maybe only one semi was decided by 2 goals.
Yeah, Notre Dame defeated Hopewell. That was the 4-5 matchup, 3-1. All the other all 3 other quarterfinal matchups were all 2-1 games, so very close. And only one upset so far throughout the entire tournament. That was 10-seed Trenton knocking off 7-seed Hightstown 3-0. Other than that, it's been all the favorites, all the high seeds going through.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And it's it's great talent, and you're going against each other. You're preparing, win or lose. You're getting good prep for the states coming up. And I'll tell you one thing that may make a difference is this game. I don't know if that first Steinert game. Let me look. That first Steinert-Princeton game, was that at Steinert or at Princeton?
I believe it was at Steinert.
Okay, because what I was going to say is, this is an artificial turf field, and most teams play on artificial turf. Steinert has a turf field, but they play most of their games on grass, and I don't know if they just can't get on the turf because they feel like it's because there's too many other things practicing, or maybe they just, they like to have that home field advantage of not too many teams play on grass. So that's an advantage for them there and at Veterans Park. But now you have a Princeton team that's used to playing most of its games on turf. Can that make a difference? I don't know, but we'll see. It is a faster game on the turf, that's for sure.
Yeah, and we talked about how Steinert could maybe be, a little upset that they didn't get the 2 seed over Princeton as the 3. But, like you said at the top, it doesn't really matter. It's a neutral site here for the semis and the finals. They both got here. So we'll see if the neutral site really plays a factor. The turf, at least, playing surface, plays a factor in this matchup.
Right.
As we have the PA announcer ripping off our starting lineups. We'll take another quick break before the national anthem and then come back for kickoff and the starting lineups here on the WBCB Sports Network. Stick with us. Number 19, Zach.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are number one in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Red October is back, and so is our new Toyota inventory, with in-demand popular models arriving monthly, like the all-new Grand Highlander and Sequoia, or reliable classics like the RAV4 and Camry. And with no markups above MSRP in our Teammate Rewards program, you can see for yourself why our home team advantage is so important. Shop our locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton.
Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Andrew Myers. Thanks for joining us here on the WBCB Sports Network. Game one of our doubleheader in the Colonial Valley Conference Boys Soccer Tournament semifinals. First game is number 3 seeded Steinert Spartans, 13-2-3. Head coach Anthony Tessine taking on the number 2 seed Princeton Tigers, 12-2-3 heading against matchup, and Ryan Walsh will be leading the charge for them.
What a job Ryan Walsh did. He came in last year, took over for the legendary Wayne Sutcliffe, who won a couple of state titles and a bunch of county titles, and all Ryan did his first year was lead Princeton to the state championship. Had all the pressure in the world on him, and he got everything out of that team, and all was well.
Both starting 11s ready. Referee blows his whistle, and we are underway. Princeton will start things off, and they'll knock it ahead quickly. Princeton moving left to right, wearing navy blue, or I guess you could say royal blue jerseys with the black sleeves, white shorts, and blue socks. All white affair, or all white attire, I should say, for Steinert. They're moving right to left. There's a Braden Quinn. Talk a lot about this Steiner back line. A giveaway right there from Ryan Chakowski. Princeton trying to make Steiner pay for that mistake. Pushing it forward here is Jane Edwards on the right side. Tries a back heel, but taken away. And Tyler Taffaro moves it forward, but knocks it out for Princeton throw-in.
Interesting to see how these guys handle Archie Smith, number 10.
Long throw in for the Tigers. Bounces a couple of times.
Smith is just he's their guy. He just played that ball off.
And now on a nice play from Azariah Brightman. Knocks that off a Spartan defender in the first corner of the game. Goes to Princeton.
Is it Breitman or Brightman?
I believe it's Brightman.
Okay.
It's him and Archie Smith are really the two engines for this Princeton offense.
They sure are. Brightman plays up top, and he's up top, and Smith in that all-important center mid spot.
Thyrum with the corner, right to the spot. It bounces and then cleared away by the Spartans. No harm, no foul for Steiner. Lots of possession for the Tigers to start things off early here, and that one knocked out of play. So a goal kick for Steinert and goalie Dennis Tchaikovsky.
Steinert's all right letting the other team possess, because when they get into that attacking third, that's when those big three sort of clamp things down.
Big three, of course, of Ryan Tchaikovsky, Jacob Riley, and Elliot Morris. Three stalwarts across that back line in front of Tchaikovsky. This one played to the far side toward the corner. It's Aaron Thyrum, and he tries to cross, but it's out of play.
You could just see Smith. He just threaded that pass between two defenders perfectly onto the feet of Thyrum.
Archie Smith, 13 goals this year, 10 assists. Those are good enough for 6th and 5th in the CVC. Steinert now trying to build up their attack. Haven't seen much of the possession in their offensive half. And again, Princeton wins the ball back. An attempted change of fields there, but a good read by Tyler Taffaro to win it back for the Spartans, but a giveaway by Derek Monahan.
We saw a little bicycle kick by Sam Narcombe. That's how Steinert got its game winner the other day against Lawrence when Chris Vega bicycle kick in the box. Unbelievable for the game winner.
Brayman weaving in and out of Spartan defenders, and then it's rolled into the hands of Tchaikovsky, who punts it forward quickly, looking for Sam Narkin there. And I love when he does that. He just kind of runs forward and barrels forward when that ball's up in the air. He doesn't even know where it's going.
No.
He's hoping for a friendly bounce or a mistake from the defender. Gotta love that intensity from Narkin up top, wearing number 7. Punched ahead back toward Narkin, but won back by Princeton. Attempting to save it was Derek Leyva, and it goes out of play. Goalie matchup today. Dennis Tchaikovsky, mentioned him in Steinert's net. Nicholas Holmland between the pipes for Princeton, the standout senior, his 3rd year starting for the Tigers.
Yeah, big reason why they got to that championship last year, that state championship.
31 career shutouts, Fish, for Holmland.
That's amazing.
66 saves on the year for the senior keeper for Princeton. Had a pair of saves in their last game against Trent in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I mean, you need good goalies to get this far. Even though, like, a goalie like Tchaikovsky doesn't get tested a lot, when he does get tested, he makes those saves. Because if you don't, you're not getting this far.
Another giveaway for the Spartans here. A chance. Archie Smith with a right-footed shot, and it goes over the bar and in for 3 points if we're playing the other football, Fish.
Yeah. So 3-0.
Again, a giveaway for Steinert, their 2nd defensive giveaway in the first 5 minutes. And Anthony Tassine, head coach in his 9th season in charge, not happy with his defensive effort so far. But yeah, to finish that thought on Tchaikovsky, he doesn't get a lot of attempts because his defense in front of him is so good.
Right. But when he has to do it, he does it.
For sure. This is his 19th game on the year. Tchaikovsky started all 19 for the Spartans. 10 goals allowed in the first 18. A fantastic record defensively. And now we'll get a Steinert corner, their first of the day.
I'm sure Anthony Tessima would like to see Steinert start cashing in some of these corners. They got about 2 or 3 in a row the other day against Lawrence and just came up empty within a pretty short period of time.
Tyler Taffrell will head over to take it for the Spartans on the far side. It's an in-swinger toward the spot. Bounces. Sam Narkin is there. Still free. Knocked away now. And Derek Monahan will collect. From about 30 yards out, Taffrell now working on the far side, trying to get around Matt Chow, and then the referee puts his flag up. It's out of play and a throw in for Princeton. Tigers coming into this game, 13th ranked team in the NJ.com top 20 poll. New poll came out today. 5-game winning streak for the Tigers coming into this contest.
Is Steinert in that poll?
Through ball here for Smith, and coming out is Tchaikovsky to collect it. No harm, no foul there for Tchaikovsky. Steinert's not in that poll, nor is Notre Dame. I was a bit surprised to see Steinert not in there.
That's another reason Steinert probably has a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, because this isn't like a one-off season for them. They won 16 games last year.
Right, they got to the sectional final, right, and they beat Princeton. And,
a tie versus Robbinsville. They've had their 2 losses are good losses against Hunt and Cherokee. So right. Good defensive effort there and a win back by Thompson Lord. And then right back, but a foul called as Elliot Morris bangs into Lord, and it'll be a free kick from about 35 yards out for Princeton.
Where's Robbinsville in that?
Robbinsville's 5th. They stayed put. They were 5th last week, 5th again this week. Undefeated Robbinsville Ravens. We'll see them later tonight. They're taking on Notre Dame in the 1-4 matchup.
Yep, we'll have that game. We'll have the boys and the girls finals for you on Saturday. You'll be sick of us. You'll be sick of me. Chris will be here instead of Andrew next on for Saturday.
Aaron Thyram lost that one in for Princeton. Knocked away by a Spartan defender. Princeton will keep possession, plays it back to Connor Hewitt. Hewitt then launches it in off the foot of Archie Smith, but he couldn't get it toward goal, and then it's cleared away.
Yeah, pretty good pretty good ball, and Smith just didn't get a real lot of room to operate there, but that's what we were saying. They can get passes in behind the defense.
And tight quarters, Princeton very solid. Being able to find those passing windows to Smith and Braitman. A good move there from Derek Monahan, Tyler Taffrell, and he plays it forward. Looking for Chris Vega Ramirez. One back and a risky pass there back to Holmland. And then Holmland with a stare down of Sam Narkin.
Did he?
He wasn't happy with that. Holmland jawing at Narkin a bit there, or either expressing his displeasure to the referee.
Holman's got to have, it looks like the sun might be right in Holman's eyes, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't put a cap on him or something like that.
I mean, I guess there's still a lot of sun left. But I think he's looking into it more so than Tchaikovsky is.
Could play a factor, something to keep an eye on. It'll be a free kick for Princeton here. In their box, Holmland will take it. Mentioned Holmland had 31 shutouts in his career. His third year starting for Princeton. Had 18 shutouts last year and a 22-win campaign for the Tigers. That one won by Steinert, at least for a moment. Narkin goes up with Matt Chow, and now he pushes it toward the corner. Here's Narkin. Bodies collide as he goes at it with Chase Hammerschlag, and Hammerschlag will knock it out of play. It'll be a Steinert throw-in. 10 minutes into this one, no score. Semifinal number 1 of the CVC Boys Soccer Tournament. And a good play defensively there by Derek Leyva to let that roll out of play for a goal kick. And now looks like the referee having words with a couple of players. It's Sam Narkin for Steinert. Can't make out the number there for the Princeton player.
Yeah, the clock has been stopped.
I think it's Hammerschlag, though. No card shown there, just A conversation there between the ref. That ball played right at midfield, and a good turn there, and putting the Jets on is Chris DeMarco. Tries to feed Vega Ramirez in the middle of the through ball, but it's knocked away by a Princeton defender. Tigers trying to keep it in on the far side, but it's given away.
I'll tell you, DeMarco's a pretty underrated player in that midfield for Steinert. He doesn't score, but he's always making a pretty nice pass or setting somebody up.
Chris DeMarco, the junior, number 11 for Steinert. There's a foul for Princeton going Steinert's way. 1 goal, 6 assists this year for DeMarco.
Yeah, so he set up a few teammates.
But really, nobody's really jumping off the stats page for Steinert. It's really been a true team effort. You have Chris Vega Ramirez, the leading scorer, with 7.
Yeah.
This one played by Monahan, and it gets over the head of everybody, and giving chase was Braden Quinn, but it's too far, and it rolls out of play.
Yeah, a little too hard.
And you just talk about the offensive discrepancies between these two teams. Steinert, in 17 games, 32 goals. 16 games for Princeton, they've scored 53 goals.
Yeah. Yep. And yet Steinert's outscored the Tigers 2-0.
Yep, Spartans winning the regular season matchup between these two teams. Here's a chase here between Brightman and Jacob Riley, and it's won by Steinert as Tchaikovsky comes off his line to collect.
Yeah, Brightman put on the Jets there to try to run onto that one.
Sariah Brightman, 17 goals this year, 6 assists, 3rd in the CVC in goals. Nobody's catching Will Lynch of Notre Dame, 28 goals on the year.
No, we'll see him in the nightcap.
Throw in for Steinert, right in front of their bench. All on the far side. And they'll do it again a couple yards ahead. Quickly taken by Braden Quinn toward the corner for Sam Narkin. He gets his cross down, but it's not very strong, and it's cleared away by Princeton.
It didn't matter how strong it was. There was nobody there.
Yeah. Picked up at midfield by Steinert. Good read by Monahan there to get there toward the defender, and then Vega Ramirez goes down. Foul called. Thompson Lord doesn't agree with the call, but it goes Steinert's way. Another set-piece opportunity for the Spartans. From about 40 yards out, it'll be Chris DeMarco over it. Probably a little too far for a shot here, and a bunch of Spartans hanging out on the far side, on the right side of the 18-yard box. Lofted in toward that side, but a little too heavy, and it rolls out of play.
Yeah, you weren't going to... Your best bet there was to try to get it in that box and see if somebody could get a head on it or get a freaky bounce or something. Excuse me.
Seen more possession on Steinert's offensive side in the last couple of minutes, but they really haven't been able to muster up a good shot.
No.
Good step there by Jacob Riley, but one back by the Tigers, and then trying to thread the needle there was Kingston Lipsy looking for Aaron Thyram, but it rolls out of play. Thyram now encouraging his Tigers teammates to push forward, put some pressure on Steinert. And it's a good call, at least for now, as they are able to win it back, play it forward, and then Tigers still trying to gain possession. Still a chance, Archie Smith.
Oh, Archie Smith.
With some acrobatics here, still going in the box, and it's finally cleared away. What a goal that would have been.
Oh, my God. He got the ball in the crowd. He headed it forward, kept control, got it down to his feet. Just couldn't get a good shot off. That was highlight reel stuff, like you said, if it had gone in.
Another corner for Princeton. Be on the far side here. Both arms go up, lofted in. It's an in-swinger. It's a high 1-2, cleared away at the edge of the box. And now knocked back in toward the 6, and coming up to collect it is Tchaikovsky. It was Jaden Jane Edwards who knocked it back into the box.
That was a nice job by Edwards. I mean, He just picked that out of the air. One touched it, and next thing you know, he had to come out to make a save. Always got to be ready.
Steinert supporters offering their applause after that defensive effort. Narkin battling on the far side, and he wins a throw-in for Steinert. Picking up and racing here on the near side to battle the 20s, won by Connor Hewitt. Cuts it back inside for Princeton. Loses bounce for a moment, and a good heavy tackle there by Monahan, but they're going to call a foul there. Guess it had to be for the contact after, because he did win the ball.
Yeah, I would think so.
Just came in a little too heavy, though, and couldn't stop himself.
You might see Steiner getting called for a few fouls. Sometimes when you're playing a team as good as Princeton is, keeping possession and controlling the ball, you get a little frustrated trying to get it back and tend to foul. And sometimes you do it intentionally just to stop the momentum.
This one lofted in, back in the box, cleared away by Steiner, and here's a left-footed shot that's going to go wide. It's off the foot of Aaron Thyram. Out of play for a goal kick for Steiner.
I was saying the first 17 minutes here, possession's been about even, maybe 60-40 Princeton, but shot-wise and pressure on goal, it's been all Princeton.
Deflection there and a handball called on Brightman. Knocked forward by Tchaikovsky, past a couple of Tiger defenders, and Vega Ramirez wins it for the Spartans. Plays it down in the corner. It's Braden Quinn, still to the corner, and he'll knock it off a Princeton, or no, actually, they're going to say it's going to be a goal kick. Thought he got the deflection off a Tiger defender.
It was one of the few touches Vega Ramirez got so far, and he's a kid that can stir things up when he gets the ball at his feet.
Yeah, Vega Ramirez, the sophomore, 7 goals this season, leads the team. He did score one of the 2 goals against Princeton in the regular season matchup. 2-0 win for Steiner in that one. He also scored against Lawrence in the quarterfinal.
That's a memorable kick. I think Steinert's had many great moments in its storied history, but that one's got to rank up there. A bicycle kick in the box to win the game in the last 3 minutes.
See what Vega Ramirez has in store today. Princeton trying to muster up an attack here. Brightman picks it up on the far side. Played back to Leyva. And now Steiner will rush forward, trying the counterattack. Stopping on a dime there is Chris DeMarco. Good move back inside, and he's got Tyler Taffer on the far side, but he decides to play it to Vega Ramirez. One back by Princeton, but then Steiner keeps the possession. Here's Matt Tafro now. Tafro in tight quarters in the box. Right-footed cross goes across. It's a kick saved by Homeland. Still on Steinert's foot. It's Monahan having trouble collecting it. Vega Ramirez now. It's a real battle brewing for the ball, and it rolls out for Tyler Tafro. Spartans will reset.
Yeah, I'm not sure that would go down as a shot or a save, but he short-circuited a potential scoring attempt there. Coming out to, I didn't think that was going in, do you?
No.
Yeah, that was going across the box, but yeah.
Still had to take care of it, though, because there was some Spartans on the far side.
Right, and that's what a goalie has to do, short-circuit those possible threats before they turn into real threats.
Bodies collide there. Aaron Thyram called for the foul, and it'll be a free kick in an opportune position for the Spartans. And we saw Steiner in the pregame warm-ups working on those crosses on the ground across the box and nearly paid off there. A good kick save by Homeland. But Steiner
They've gotten a few. They scored their winner against Notre Dame that way. They got their first goal against, not in the box, but they got their first goal against Lawrence on a cross to the center, just further out.
Here's the cross toward the goal. It's headed toward the goal line and knocked away. Steinert's still with it. Chakowski battling with Kingston Lipsy, and then Lipsy able to win it for Princeton. It'll be a goal kick. But an opportunity for Steinert there.
Yeah, I would call that their best opportunity so far.
Yeah, a good feed in there. I didn't see which Spartan was the one who delivered the free kick, but right toward the goal mouth. Holman had to get a piece of it, and he got just enough to move it away. Halfway through this first half, no score between Steinert and Princeton, the 3-2 matchup here in the CVC boys soccer semifinal. 1 versus 4 matchup coming up after this one. Robbinsville taking on Notre Dame. Cleared away there by Matt Chow. It'll be a Steinert throw-in front of their bench. Good switch to the fields there with the header from Elliot Morris. Monahan loses it, though. Spartan's able to win it back. Good turn by DeMarco. And DeMarco in tight quarters trying to weave through 2 defenders, and another foul called. Clock will stop here. And we'll get our first card of the day. It'll be delivered to, I believe it's Andre Ansara, number 23.
Yeah, you're right.
The junior midfielder. The first card issued about 21 minutes into this one, and Ansara will come off. And here, a really solid chance for Steinert. Chris DeMarco. Looks like he'll be the one to take it for Steinert, but a little delay here. He's got to put his cleat back on.
Doing some feet maintenance.
Good opportunity for the Spartans, though, here off the set piece.
Yeah, and again, they have to start making some things happen on these opportunities. They've traditionally over the years with the scene, they've been pretty good on these restarts.
This one from about 30 yards out. Lining up for it is Chris DeMarco. 8 Spartans in front of the ball. All 11 Tigers ready to defend. 3-man wall turns to a 2-man wall. This one lofted across, headed toward the spot. Nobody there, though. And Princeton able to clear it away. Still in the box, up for grabs. Matt Tafro trying to get a shot off, but there's a body right in front. Vega Ramirez trying to get it. The ball pinballing between a couple sets of feet. And finally able to clear it out is Princeton, and they'll try the counterattack. Here's Aaron Thyram on the near side. Thyram with a nice cross into the middle of the park. It's Kingston Lipsy. Back to Breitman. And then back to Lipsy, and he lost it.
Yeah, what was that Jake? Oh, no, that was Chakowski, I think.
Played all the way back to the Princeton keeper, Homeland. A race for it, and just getting to it is Thompson Lord. Tyler Tafro was emerging forward. Action is starting to pick up here between Princeton and Steinert. No room for error in the CVC semifinal.
No room for error from this point on to the rest of the season, whether you're in this tournament or the state tournament.
Very true. The cutoff for the state tournaments is Saturday. That's when the championship game for the conference tournament will be. And we'll have the selections on October 30th. And bodies collide there. Going down is Vega Ramirez. Call for the foul is Connor Hewitt. And Hewitt now trying to escape the referee, with the ref calling him back and to give him a talking to. I don't think he's going to show him a card, but just going to issue him a bit of a warning here.
Yeah.
Possession over the last couple of minutes starting to favor the Spartans. Had a couple of chances near the goal mouth. Nothing toward the goal, really. Kind of just across it, but putting some pressure on the Princeton defense and Nicholas Holman nonetheless. That one knocked ahead by Ryan Chakowski. One back by the Spartans in the middle of the park. Battle forward now. Princeton winning for a moment and then a foul call there. So it was Zach Barton for the Steinert.
Yeah, when Archie Smith gets that ball, a couple guys descend on him pretty quickly.
Smith, 10 goal contributions in the last 5 games, 4 goals, 6 assists.
Yeah, but his value is so much beyond scoring.
Right.
He's just
way past the stat sheet.
Yeah.
Connor Hewitt will loft this one in. It's a pretty good one right toward goal, and Tchaikovsky's going to have to come out to collect. Battle forward in front of the Steinert bench. Braden Quinn with a nifty move there to get around a defender. Still in play, knocked forward by Princeton, and now a whistle goes. Believe it's going to go Steinert's way. Spartans with a 4-game win streak coming into this contest. Their only 2 losses this season, a pair of 1-0 losses against Hun and Cherokee.
Yeah.
And the Hun game's in overtime as well.
They have played so many 1-goal games this year. It's
yeah, 8 1-goal games, 6 of them wins.
Yeah.
And of course those 2 1-0 losses.
And a lot of 2-goal games as well. I asked Anthony Tessine, I said, are they in their comfort zone with those games? He goes, yeah, I think they are, but it doesn't make me comfortable.
Well, yeah, honestly, the handful of Steinert games I've done, this is the 3rd or 4th game I've done this season, they've really have kept their composure throughout most of those games. That was an early season win against West, and then the 1-1 tie against Robbinsville.
Yeah, well, they know what they are. I mean, they know that they're not going to come in and blow some team out, and they're not going to... Ooh.
Foul there.
Princeton fans not happy with that foul.
Chase Hammerslaw getting called for the foul there. Yeah, some groans from the Princeton spectators, and then the referee giving a talking to for Hammerslaw. Again, no card there. Still the only card issue was to Andre Ansara a couple minutes ago. It'll be another set piece for the Spartans.
Yeah, another pretty good area.
And this one off the right edge of the box, or to the right of Homeland, the keeper.
And he must have that sun right in his eyes.
Yeah, he's got his right arm.
He's trying to shield it.
2-man wall for Princeton.
This is where, if you're Steinert, you just try to want to put it right on goal if you can. Loft it, get it up in that sun.
Tyler Taffro over it. It's an in-swinger. It's a cross, not a shot, and a Spartan head got to it. I believe it was Tchaikovsky, but it goes wide. Spartans continuing to put some pressure on the Tigers' defense. Mentioned Steinert's win streak coming into this one. 5-game win streak for Princeton since that Steinert loss.
Yeah.
Had a 2-1 quarterfinal win against Trenton. 11-1 win against Ewing in the first round of the CVC tournament. Racing forward here, collecting is Ansara. Left-footed cross, nobody there in the middle of the box. Morris with kind of a whiff there, but able to get enough on it. Princeton still with it.
And a good job there. You just saw Theo Christensen was coming down that right side, the far side of the goal, wide open, and Tyler Taffro did a great job of running back to make sure they were covered. I mean, we've said it before, these Steiner midfielders do a good job of dropping back.
Yeah, we give a lot of the defensive credit to the back line, obviously, because they are the last defense, but Steiner midfield, they do just their part as well defensively.
Well, any good defensive soccer team, you're going to have to defend as a team.
Right. And the Spartans usually doing a nice job of keeping their shape defensively too, which is a huge thing, blocking all passing lanes, or at least minimizing them.
Right.
Connor Hewitt here for Princeton on the near side, trying to get around Vega Ramirez. It's a cross and a header into the back of the net. The opening goal, and it is a goal for Princeton.
Wow.
It's Azaria Bremen, 1-0 Tigers.
Textbook goal. Textbook. Holy cow. Connor Hewitt on that right wing, fired across right in the air, and Breitman just got a perfect header on it. Nothing anybody could do about that one. That was a pretty goal.
It was a great job by Hewitt to get around Vega Ramirez just enough to whip that cross in. And then right at the spot is Bremen to put it in. Gets it past Tchaikovsky. His 18th goal of the season, 32nd career goal for Princeton. And it puts the Tigers up 1-0 with 11:35 left in the first half.
Well, now Steinert's got to play. Steiner isn't used to playing from behind a lot. They're usually either tied or they get that goal to go ahead. So now they got to battle back.
Morris goes down. Within Sarah again. It's a foul called on Morris. He's upset with the call. And he's going to get a yellow card for that one.
Frustration.
That could be a big one there for Steinert as Elliot Morris goes off. Morris, one of the key figures for this Steinert starting 11.
I can't say enough about how picture perfect that goal was.
Yeah.
I mean, he delivered the perfect cross.
Connor Hewitt's third assist of the season.
Perfect positioning for Thyman, and
this one lofted in, headed back across, but nobody there. And the whistle goes. Flag was up for offside. And Connor Hewitt, not the first time he's been involved in a goal against Steinert. He assisted on the lone goal against the Spartans in the MCT semis last year. 1-0 win for Princeton in that one.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And, of course, it was Breitman who scored the game winner. So the same connection there, scoring the opening goal in this one. Here's another chance for Princeton. Breitman working with Smith. Tiger is down. Actually, Smith is the one who's down.
Yeah, Smith was tripped. Surprised there wasn't a call there.
That one lobbed toward goal. Tchaikovsky picks up, and another yellow card issued to a defender. This time it's Jacob Riley. And it goes from bad to worse here for the Spartan defense. Yeah, two yellow cards issued to their two starters, or two of their three starters on the back line.
2 yellow within 43 seconds.
Yeah, so within a 5-minute span, Steinert gives up the first goal of the game, and then their two of their three key defenders go out with a yellow card momentarily. You see Morris come in now for Jacob Riley.
Yeah, you were talking about how they've stayed composed. You would hope if you're Anthony Decine, they didn't lose their composure giving up that goal and, taking frustrations out.
Yeah, well, you mentioned they haven't trailed that much this season. Only 2 losses, 3 ties. But yeah, got to keep your composure here in a postseason atmosphere. Loss here doesn't end Steinert's season, but they'd certainly want to continue on and try to grab some conference hardware.
Yeah, oh yeah. Anthony Decine's been in this program for a long time now. He'd love to get some kind of tournament championship.
9th season in charge for Decine. Barreling forward is Archie Smith here, still with the ball. Another cross. It's a low cross, still on the ground, knocked away for a moment. Still in the box for Princeton, then cleared away.
Smith just picked his pocket.
And then that one just launched forward by Connor Hewitt.
I'll tell you get a talent like Archie Smith, he can take over a game if you give him the chance.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen him weave his way in and out of traffic a couple of times. Smith, he's the one who scored the game winner in the state title game last year for Princeton. 3-2 comeback win against Kearney. Tigers trying to muster up an attack there, but it's cleared away. Under 9 minutes left to go in this first half. 1-0 Princeton leads Steiner. Good step in there from Jacob Riley, and he'll take it forward for the Spartans. Weaves through one defender. It's a slide tackle and a good one at that from Connor Hewitt. And then it's won back by Chris Vega Ramirez. Princeton fans wanted a foul call. Steiner fans cheer for it. Good interception there as racing back was Connor Hewitt. And now Monahan will play it back and reset for Steiner. Chakowski plays it ahead to Matt Tafro. To the corner. Crossed in. Byron Godinez, it's free in the middle of the box. And again, stepping forward is Connor Hewitt. He's been all over the field. Another cross in here. Flag stays down. Play goes on. Tyler Tafro with it on the near side. He'll play it all the way back. Steiner staying patient here, trying to open up this Princeton defense. Here's Monahan now, getting around one defender, cutting it back inside. Derek Monahan. Plays it across. Chakowski now, good step from Bremen. And he's able to win it back for Princeton. Now played forward, it's R.C. Smith on the far side. Working against Zach Barton. Smith trying to get in, and a beautiful double win there from Zach Barton.
Zach Barton. Don't say his name a lot, but made some nice play there.
Back and forth action here in the final 10 minutes of this first half.
Steiner, it just seems like they make some decent passes and some good attempts, but they just don't get to anybody. Especially when they put the ball in front.
Princeton will try to unlock the Steinert defense. Foul here on the Spartans. Wouldn't be shocked if he goes to the card to the pocket here for the card, and he will do so. Another yellow card issued to a Spartan. This time it's Byron Godinez. So 3 yellow cards now in the span of about 10 minutes for Steiner. And that's on top of the goal they allowed.
Try 5. The first one was at 11:12. This one at 6:33. Are you talking about 10 minutes?
Yeah, well, yeah. Five for the cards, 10 with the goal.
Gotcha.
Regardless, it's been a bad stretch here for Steiner at the end of the first half. And they got to keep their composure here and try to keep it at a 1-0 goal or 1-0 game, or maybe grab a goal themselves to equalize before halftime. This one punched in, knocked away by Elliot Morris. Spartans will try to clear out the box. One back, and now they'll try the counterattack. Here's Matt Tafro, punches it forward. Sam Narkin giving chase, but then he'll let up as there's a little too much on that through ball. Matt Tafro guy has been involved a little more. 2 goals, 1 assist this year, but he's gotten involved in the attack the last couple of games. Had the assist to his brother Tyler against Notre Dame a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, him and his brother, they're always seem to be in the middle of stuff.
Smith picks it up in the middle of the park, gets around Monahan. Archie Smith, a maestro with the ball at his feet. Loses it there. Good step defensively by Zach Barton. Good step by Steinert defender. It was Braden Quinn out there, but one back by Princeton, played toward the corner flag. Bremen goes body to body there from Elliot Morris. Not many people are going to win that battle. Elliot Morris, a towering defender in the middle of Steinert's back line.
Yeah, it's hard to get a lot of head balls against that defense. Mm-hmm. That's why that header was so, they left him open and he was able to get the header in there. A lot of balls in the air those 3 defenders get to, but not that time with Princeton.
Princeton looking for a second goal here in the first half. Smith trying to weave his way in and out of the Spartan defense. And again, a good set there was Jacob Riley that time.
Yeah, Smith wanted a call there.
Right on the edge of the box, he goes down, but they say it's a clean play. Steiner will regroup. Here's Quinn on the far side. Plays it ahead for Vega Ramirez. And it's knocked out of play. It'll be a Steiner throw-in. 4 minutes left to go in the first half. 1-0 lead for Princeton over Steiner. Alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Andrew Myers. Narkin wins that one for Steiner. One back by Princeton, though. Defensive play from Derek Leyva. Knocked ahead. Tyler Taffro picks up for Steiner. Battle between Jacob Riley and Kingston Lipsy, and a foul called on Lipsy. It'll go Steinert's way. Clock continues to roll here toward the 3-minute mark. Tyler Taffro will take this one from about 40 yards out. Both arms up for Taffro. It's a right-footed cross toward the edge of the box. Won by Princeton, at least for a moment. Taffro with a good read, gets it back. And Archie Smith again flying in toward the front, and the ball finds his feet. It's a beautiful cross through to Braitman. 2-on-1 developing, but a good step in there from Derek Monahan to win it for Steiner. And Archie Smith really starting to become a problem, though.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Sam Narkin trying to get around Matt Chow.
There's guys like that, they just start to impose their will.
Rolls out of play along the goal line. It'll be a corner for Steiner. Another set piece opportunity for the Spartans.
Yeah, let's see if they can do anything with this one.
It'll be Tyler Taffro on the far side to take it.
This will be Steinert's third corner of the half.
Three for Steiner, 2 for Princeton at this point. Under 2 minutes to go in this first half. Here is the corner. It's a low bouncer. Stepping in front is Matt Chow. He's the first one to it. Goes up for it and knocks it out of play. It'll be a throw-in right near the corner for Steiner.
Princeton's got one thought in mind. Just hang on to that lead going into halftime, no matter how you can do it.
This one crossed in toward the spot. Vega Ramirez up for it. Now Narkin off his shoulder. Still free. Narkin at his feet, but a ton around him. And now it's a shot for Tchaikovsky, and it goes wide. Ryan Tchaikovsky unable to get a good foot behind it.
Yeah, Tchaikovsky couldn't hit it with the left foot, and instead of pulling it, he sort of shanked it, went off to the right.
And you might have better luck finding the Jersey Devil in those woods now than that soccer ball right now, Fish. That one's launched in there. We do have a patron going out there to find it, but good luck to him. Yeah. Might need a search party in about a half hour. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Steinert still threatening.
Quickly!
Knocked ahead. Here's Vega Ramirez. 35 seconds left on the clock. Good step in defensively. That was Christensen. Under 30 left to go. Vega Ramirez goes down. And won and knocked away by Connor Hewitt. And now the whistle goes. Clock continues to run here.
Yeah.
So this might be the end of the half.
Stick around for our halftime show. We will be talking to former Rider coach and current U.S. national team goalie scout, Charlie Inverso, who will give his thoughts on this first half of play.
So the buzzer goes there. 1-0 lead for Princeton off the goal from Azariah Braitman. And the Tigers grabbing the first goal, and they'll have the lead into halftime. And a good segue there from Fisher. A good setup for our halftime segment as former Rider coach and Mercer County Community College head coach Charlie Inverso will join us in a couple of moments. Stick with us here for our halftime report coming up in a couple of minutes.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are number one in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
And we're back here at Ackerson Field in Hopewell Valley. Princeton holding a 1-0 lead in this CVC tournament semifinal. And our very special halftime guest is former Rider coach Charlie Inverso. And do I have that right, Chaz? You are the goalkeeper scout for the national team. Is that the...
That's pretty accurate,
Is that accurate?
Yeah,
okay, I'm not used to being accurate.
Yeah.
And Charlie also does his own broadcasting for ESPN Plus area college games, so he's at ease with a headphone on. And Chaz, just your thoughts on this first half. It looked like Princeton had a little more of the possession, a lot more of the threats on goal, really.
Yeah, I mean, Princeton's had more attempts on goal in the final third. A little bit more of the possession. It's been back and forth. I thought maybe Princeton possibly could have dominated about it, and kind of what I've heard about Steinert is that they like to kind of absorb a little pressure, then maybe try to counterattack. Yeah, it's been back and forth. So look for a pretty good second half.
Yeah, and I mean we saw after Princeton scored, the Spartans got 3 yellow cards within a 5-minute span right after that. Do you think maybe that could be Steinert was a little frustrated by giving that goal up, or is that making too much of that?
No, it's not making too much of it. They're high school kids. They're playing. This is a big moment for them. Keep in mind, though, that this is a caution. A yellow card is a caution, and sometimes it just looks upon, a yellow card gets looked upon disparagingly. It's dirty, but it's a caution, it's a warning, right. And it's just, okay, next time. And it allows the referee, to be honest with you, it allows the referee to keep control of the match.
Yeah.
And so I never had a problem with yellow cards and when people get them.
Well, the only difference is if you get another one, you're out.
Yeah, and then the accumulation is the thing really that you have to be concerned about. And but of course these are young kids again, and they accumulated the yellow cards, and they just have to keep their emotions in check a little bit.
Well, we we noticed in the first, Smith, Archie Smith. He didn't totally take over this game, but you could see signs of where he could really take over a game. Just give us your thoughts on him and what he can do for a team.
Yeah, Archie's the most talented. He's the most talented guy out on the field. And last year they won the state championship, him teaming with his brother. But his brother is playing in MLS next now, and so you're not allowed to play high school. So he's playing with PDA, and so. Possibly he misses that partnership that he had with his brother last year. For me, Archie's just got to be a little bit more assertive, and he's got to kind of take over the game and get the ball more.
Yeah, I mean he's been doing a decent job of that today. He hasn't gotten lost in stretches of the game or anything. He's usually making things happen, but I think Princeton just has so many guys with their skill to have that with the ball at their feet, and it just makes them able to possess so much, and that can start to wear a defensive-minded team down a little bit, can it?
Yeah, well, I mean, when you have the ball, the idea is to keep the ball moving, not just have the ball, but it's got to be quick. So you got to play the ball quickly, and what that does is it makes a team move. You got to keep the team moving and off balance, and then eventually you're going to break them down, but it's got to be quick possession. It can't just be meaningless possession.
Right. Empty possession.
Empty possession. Very good. Very good.
Your specialty is goalkeepers right now. Nicholas Holman. How do you say it? Holman.
Yeah.
Holman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your impressions of him?
He's a big presence in the goal for Princeton, and he was their goalkeeper last year when they won the state title. So he's got some experience, and these are big games for these kids. It's the semifinals, especially for the seniors, and yeah, I mean a big play by the goalkeeper is a difference maker a lot of times in these tournament games.
You're a part of the Mercer County Hall of Fame committee, and you grew up in this area. You've coached in this area all. How proud are you of what Mercer County's been doing lately? I mean, with the emergence of Rollinsville and what Princeton's done, and Steinert's become a player, not maybe quite what they were back in the glory days of winning states, but they're always right there, and Notre Dame all the time. This has really become a really good soccer county again, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm super proud. Super proud. I mean, we know the tradition, when we talk about the glory days of the 70s and mid-80s, but I was super proud of what these teams have done. But more than that, more than anything, it's just the whole culture of soccer in this county. I was saying to someone the other day, it's almost like you're living in a European city from the standpoint of no matter where you go, you can bump into somebody and have a real conversation about soccer. And I don't know if there's too many other places in the country where you can do that. But delighted to see it. Ryan Walsh, one of our former players in this game, and then in the second game, Jeff Fisher, one of our former players. So,
right.
And the other two teams, I feel pretty close to as well. It's great. It's really great.
In Steinert, you got Anthony Tessine, which keeps that Tessine name alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
At Steinert, and the Spartans. I mean, this is a team that can really defend well. I mean, you haven't seen them much, but. When you look at those three guys in the back, what do you make of them? Yeah,
there are three rugged defenders playing in that 3-5-2, and not easy to break down. You're not going to break them down just by floating balls in the box. That's for sure.
Right. Yep.
Well, and let me also add about how much you and Kyle Franco coming out here, and of course the venerable Red Birch. You guys, I mean, it means a lot to these kids. It really does that you cover them so thoroughly. And you don't get that in any other county in New Jersey, that's for sure.
Well, we got nothing better to do. Well,
same here. That's why I came up with you.
All right, well, listen, we'll see you again at halftime of the second game.
Sound good? Okay, Fish.
All right,
sounds
thanks,
good.
buddy.
All right, thanks.
Yep. All right.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you. in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Don't forget, if you missed any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. This game is also brought to you by the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter. If you're looking for a loving pet to add to your family, consider visiting the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter at 2100 Sylvan Avenue. The experienced shelter staff will do their best to match you with the companion that is a good fit for you, your family, and lifestyle. The shelter has cats and dogs available and sometimes smaller pets like rabbits, birds, and reptiles. Check them out at hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter and also learn about volunteer and foster programs. That's hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter. Second half underway here between Princeton and Steinert in the CVC boys soccer semifinal. 1-0 lead for Princeton. Alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Andrew Myers. Thanks for joining us on the WBCB Sports Network. And an early corner already for the Spartans.
Yeah, this will be their fourth.
Team switching sides. Spartans in their all-white uniforms going left to right. Princeton in the blue tops and white bottoms moving right to left. Cross in, it's an outswinger from Tafro, knocked away. Good job defensively from Hammerschlag. This one punched forward. It rolls toward the corner. Tafro will try to keep it in, but it goes out of play.
I'm going ahead trying to get it back in there. Maybe see if somebody can get a foot on it or keep it alive, but went a little too far.
This one knocked ahead for Princeton. So Steinert put pressure on the Princeton defense after they allowed that goal. Had a couple opportunities toward the end of the first half. A couple of bodies go down. It's Archie Smith for Princeton. Puts his hands up and the whistle goes. See if the Tigers try to take it quickly, and they will. To the corner goes Jane Edwards across. Won't make it toward the goal and a roll out of play. Again, like to give a shout out to Charlie Inverso, former Rider men's soccer head coach and head coach at Mercer County Community College, helping with some insight at halftime. We'll be back for the second half, for the second game halftime as well between Robbinsville and Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's what he's doing now since he quit coaching. He's broadcasting games, he's breaking games down, so I guess we're privileged to have an ESPN Plus broadcaster breaking games down for us.
Absolutely.
I don't think there are competition, are they?
Maybe not. This one knocked forward. Back and forth in the middle of the park. Steinert will regain possession. Here's Braden Quinn. Haven't said his name much today, Quinn. He's been involved a couple times. 5 assists this year with 1 goal. Does most of his work on the right side for Steinert.
Yeah, Quinn's, DeMarco, Vega, the Tafros. They're the guys you mostly see around that ball.
Long throw in ahead from Chakowski, and it's knocked out of play. Vega Ramirez trying to get out of traffic in the corner, but 3 Princeton defenders there to get the ball away from him. Elliot Morris beats Brightman in that one. And that one just played across into space, able to get to it is Jacob Riley. And Steinert will regroup on the far side. Here's Tyler Tafro. Knocks it in toward the box. Braden Quinn back to the middle. Vega Ramirez with a left-footed shot toward goal. Looks like it was deflected. And no, they're going to say it's a goal kick.
Well, the sun no longer an issue. It's completely behind the stadium now.
Well, the light's starting to kick on here as the sun goes down.
Yeah. We have to kick them on here in the press box, too. Thank you.
Beautiful. Let there be light, says RVE Gus Barber. That one knocked out of play. Pretty good crowd here tonight, Fish, for game 1.
Yeah. You knew there would be.
Beautiful fall evening.
Yep. I expect just a bigger crowd in next game, maybe even a little more if some of these people stick around.
True. Robbinsville, Notre Dame coming up shortly after the conclusion of this one. The winners, of course, will meet in Saturday's championship game, the inaugural CVC Boys Soccer Championship. We'll have it for you right here on WBCB at 2 o'clock. Good play there by Monahan to get it out wide, and then he'll get the ball back to him in the middle of the park. Steinert trying to string together a couple of passes, doing so nicely. Played forward to Matt Taffro. Taffro still with it. Right-footed shot. It's blocked. Getting in front is Matt Chow, and it's a corner for Steinert.
Yeah, Chow hung right in there. That was a nice setup right there, but Chow didn't get off his feet. Didn't get turned around. Did a good job.
Fifth corner for the Spartans. Second already in this second half. 5 minutes into it. Chris Vega Ramirez will take it. 7 Spartans in or around the box. Now it looks like Braden Quinn's going to make his way out toward the edge. Maybe as an outlet for Vega Ramirez. He knocks it into the box, though. All the way across, getting a foot on it is a Princeton defender, and the Tigers will try to break out. Elliot Morris racing back defensively, doing a nice job. Thwarting off that counterattack, but Princeton still with it. And a good step there from Derek Monahan as he races forward. He goes down. Good tackle from a Princeton defender. That was Leyva. Played forward for Taffro, and it's knocked out. It'll be a throw in for Steinert. Lots of action. 6 minutes into the second half. 1-0 lead for Princeton.
Yeah, I think, a lot of times you watch these tournament games and the action, both teams are a little cautious. Oh, look out.
Here's Brightman here with a chance. Right-footed shot. He tried to catch Tchaikovsky off his line as he's very aggressive, the Steinert keeper. And he wins that battle there, fooling Brightman as he just weakly shoots one on the ground. Easily handled by Tchaikovsky.
Yeah, like these games, they start a little slow. Teams are a little cautious. Nobody wants to go too crazy. They feel each other out, and then the intensity just starts to ramp up. And then in the second half, you really start to see bodies flying a little more. You start to see everything happening at a higher level.
Especially once a goal's put on the board and things get a little more antsy.
Well, yeah, you'll see that team that's trailing really start to turn it on.
Yep. Throwing for Steinert. Here on the near side, deep in the corner, it's Matt Taffro. Taffro trying to crawl, so Princeton defender comes in there. Cleared away. He'll stay with Steinert. Braden Quinn, some hesitation there, rolls it to the corner, and a good job defensively by Princeton as they're able to shield off Vega Ramirez, and it'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, let me tell you something. These guys in the back for Princeton have been solid as well. I mean, we mentioned before the game, Princeton, they've got 8 shutouts, and they are pretty organized. Well, they're very organized back there.
Yeah, the back line, 4 members of the back line there. Matt Chow, Connor Hewitt, Chase Hammerschlag, and Thompson Lord doing a great job so far defensively. This one knocked into the middle, looking for Matt Taffro, but coming out aggressively to collect is Homeland. Homeland plays it out to Chow as Princeton tries to break out on the near side. Back in the middle now. Another good step by Monahan, but he's unable to collect. And now Archie Smith. See what he can do here. Outside the boot pass, trying to find Braven up top. And Steinert able to clear it away. A lot of bodies behind the ball, though, for the Spartans. Not many up top at the moment. And that one knocked ahead. Good flick on from Archie Smith. Brightman gives chase, putting pressure on Jacob Riley. Riley goes down. Play on here. Brightman runs into a teammate. And then Jacob Riley gets up and knocks it away. So works out for the Spartans there.
Yeah, Brightman was pesky. Princeton not wasting any time getting the ball in.
Top of the box there, trying to corral it was Derek Leyva, but unable to get a clean touch. And Tchaikovsky resets it and throws it right back to Leyva. Interception thrown there by Tchaikovsky. Back into the middle. Here's Archie Smith. Smith back and forth with Thyrum. Thyrum now a good feed into Smith. Into the box. And a nice step up from Elliott Morris. He knocks it out of play.
I have the corner of the press box right in my way here. Go back and forth.
Throw in deep in the corner for Princeton.
Guess this is good exercise, huh? Just to go back and forth like this.
Tight quarters there. Good move around one defender to get through. It's Aaron Thyrum. Still with the ball at his feet. Aaron Thyrum tries to find Smith. Unable to do so. Then Smith gets that pass deflected off his stomach. Steinert able to clear for a moment. Princeton able to get possession back, though. Back in front. Archie Smith tried to feed it to Thyrum, but a good step from a defender. Smith gets it back. And another step from Zach Barton.
Yeah, Barton's doing a nice job out there today.
Whistle goes. Not sure what the call is here. I think it's going to go Steinert's way. And it is, as the referee has a brief chat with Archie Smith. 10 minutes into this contest, though, it's been some heavy action.
Yeah, Princeton's starting to buzz a little bit.
Good switch of the fields there for Princeton. Jane Edwards picks up on the far side. Trying to find Thyrum on the near side. One back by Steinert. Here's Monahan. He's been busy in this second half.
Steinert trying to move forward.
Yeah, Princeton doing a nice job of keeping their defensive shape, not really giving many windows.
Steinert's trying to be patient and look for an opening.
Tchaikovsky gives it away there.
Yep, didn't really get one.
Good hold-up play from Aaron Thyrum, and it rolls out for a Princeton throw-in.
Yeah, you mentioned before, Princeton really does just keep its shape. It doesn't. Everybody's in position.
Knocked in, trying to get back is Brightman. Bodies collide with Morris. Still free in the box. Brightman with it, and he fires it in. Oh, what a goal there from Brightman. He kept his composure in the box with Morris on his back. Tchaikovsky came off his line, and it's 2-0 Princeton.
Yeah, absolutely. You just said it all. He kept his composure, kept the ball, kept it in control. Didn't let Mars. You don't win a lot of one-on-one battles with Elliott Mars, but he had he shielded the ball well and turned and just fired. And yeah, there was another, no doubt about it. No doubt, nothing that Tchaikovsky could do on that. And yeah, you get Brightman the ball in the box. He's got 19 goals now. Mm-hmm. He's going to know what to do with it.
Third in the CVC coming in this game with the 17 goals. And you do not see Elliott Morris get beat that often in the box.
Let's go, Princeton!
But Brightman able to do it there. Second goal of the game. And now the pressure really on Steinert here. Princeton trying to add another one. Archie Smith back and forth. It's a right-footed shot blocked away. It'll stay with Princeton. 27:30 left to go on the clock. Clock stops now, as there's a Spartan down in the box.
Can't see who it is. Can you see who it is?
No, I didn't make the number there, but he's up quickly now as the trainers start to head out.
Well, Steinert has its work cut out for it. This is 2 goals. This is only the second time all season Steinert's allowed 2 goals in a game. The other one was a 2-2 tie with Cherry Hill East. So the Spartans 27 and change to try to get 2 goals back. And
I believe that's Zach Barton, number 19, who's the one who was hobbling off. So we're going to reset here. And don't forget, folks, you missed any of today's action. You can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For complete local coverage, national news 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian.
Did you see how bright how did he get that? Did Archie give him that ball? I couldn't tell.
On the second goal, he kind of just fell to his feet, kind of.
Yeah.
Wasn't like an initial pass. Brightman again with the ball at his feet, trying to move it around, goes down in the box. Referee says play on. And it goes out for a Princeton corner, I believe. And no, they're going to call it a goal kick.
It kind of looked like he got shoved down there, didn't it?
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there between the Spartan defender and
the ref was
Brightman. But there was also contact with him and Morris on the goal, too, and they let that play on. So
yeah, that's true.
Keeping it consistent is the ref.
You're an objective observer there, my friend.
This one trying to find Narkin on the near side, but good step defensively by Matt Chow. Steinert got to be the ones to score the next goal here.
Yeah, I said this the other day. They always say, the hardest goal lead to have is 2-0 in soccer. Well, I don't care. I'd rather have a 2-goal lead if I'm a coach than a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, and you'd rather be up 2-0 than down 2-0.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, if it's the hardest lead to play with, I'm sure that the coach that's behind isn't feeling that way.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's nice to know you're still somewhat in the game, especially if you score 1 goal. But
well, I understand the thought process.
Right.
If you score, then you have all the momentum, and you're coming at them, and the other team's back on its heels a little. But hey, just don't let them score that 1 goal.
Foul called on Princeton. It'll be a Steiner free kick. You've seen them have a number of set pieces today. Unable to capitalize on them.
Nope.
It'll be Chris DeMarco to take it. Spartans getting their shape, setting up the play. This one will go in toward the spot. We'll see if Holman is aggressive off his line. This one knocked toward the goal. Cleared away by Princeton. Edge of the box. Steiner will get it back. Knocked into the box, and not a bad shot there from the distance. Derek Monahan on it.
Yep. But they're not really testing Holman.
Yeah, Nicholas Holman really has not had a ton of saves in this game. Steinert's had chances near the goal mouth, but none of them really testing the senior keeper.
No, they've all gone wide. Everything. All their shots have gone wide.
This one will go short for the Tigers.
I mean, unless I missed one, I don't have Holman with a save yet.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of the balls were close to the goal mouth, and none of them really on target.
Nope. That doesn't mean Holman's not doing anything.
Yeah.
He's controlling that box.
Yeah, he's done a great job. A mistouch there from Tchaikovsky into the path of Brightman. He gets it to Smith, and Smith, a great ball into the corner from Jane Edwards. Edwards crosses it in, and Tchaikovsky collects. What a ball that was from Archie Smith, though.
Oh, my God. A sliding one-touch through ball pass.
Trying to find Narkin in the middle of the park, and Holman coming all the way out of his box to pick it up. And then he'll bring it back in. Both these keepers do tend to be aggressive coming off their lines if they see the opportunity.
Well, former Steinert All-American Dan Dunnigan sending us a text saying that as he listened to Charlie Inverso and he sent me a video of those 2 puppets sitting up in the balcony with the lookout.
Shot from Brightman there has to be handled from Tchaikovsky. Sorry, Brightman sitting on a hat trick.
Yep. Anyhow, he thought we were like those 2 guys that's sitting up in the balcony in Sesame Street. Always nice to know Doogie's checking in with us. Obviously, the former Rutgers coach, former St. Louis coach. Came back here, coached Notre Dame, PDA Hibernians, Dan Donegan. Very well-known local name.
Another NJ coaching legend.
Yeah, a playing legend, too.
Yeah.
Played All-American at Steinert, Big East Player of the Decade for University of Connecticut in the 80s. I don't really appreciate his observation of myself and Charlie, however.
This corner crossed in toward the spot. Bouncing around, Princeton trying to get it. It's a left-footed shot, not much on it. And now a right-footed shot from, I believe that was Derek Leyva, and it's deflected off a body. It'll be another corner for Princeton. This time on the far side.
Tell you what, Zaria Brightman has come to play today. This guy is really putting pressure on.
Princeton taking their time on the setup here. Approaching the halfway point of the second half. 2-0 lead for the Tigers. Looking for a spot in the first ever CVC Boys Soccer Championship game. This one crossed in. Archie Smith with a head on it and just over the bar. I don't think Tchaikovsky got a hand on it. And they say it will be a goal kick.
Just over.
Archie Smith trying to join the party.
Princeton's showing everything it's got right now.
Yeah, they're not letting the foot off the gas with this 2-0 lead. Trying to get that third before Steiner gets there first. And they really dominated the possession since they scored that goal.
Yep.
Second goal.
Yep.
Slow developing play here for the Spartans. Got to think they're going to add on some urgency here.
Oh.
This one played through looking for Vega Ramirez, but can't find his feet. Homeland collects.
20 minutes ago. If not now, when will the urgency develop?
The Spartans still yet to have a shot on goal. This one played across. Finds the feet of Aaron Thyram. He loses it. Spartans still unable to keep possession, though. Thyram wins it back to Brightman. Good 1-2 development play here. Now Smith gets involved.
Always.
Shields it off. Brightman still with the ball at his feet. Over to Thyram. Thyram goes down and a foul called and a perfect opportunity here for a free kick. Shot on goal for Princeton.
Yeah, holy cow.
Right on the edge of the box, right in the middle of the field. We'll see who takes it, racing up. And apparently who wants to take it is Chase Hammerschlag.
Yeah, you know, those defenders like to get in on the action.
Yes.
I mean, Elliot Morris had the assist on the winning goal the other day.
And he scored the game winner for Steinert against West in the first round.
Yes.
Did Elliot Morris. This one from about 21 yards out. Slightly to the right of the goal. Tchaikovsky setting up a 6-man wall for the Spartans.
Oh, you got a wide open guy.
Hammerschlag with a shot, and he powers it over the bar. Over both bars. Sub for Steinert is Ryan Tchaikovsky will come off. Zach Barton coming back on.
Somebody with heavy feet just came up those bleachers.
I was going to say, I can hear it right through the headphones.
Not only hear it, I could feel the whole press box shaking.
Another whistle here in the middle of the park. Steinert's really got to pick things up here. Or risk another tough loss in the county/conference tournament.
Yeah, this has been a tough round for Steinert to get by in this tournament, whether it's the Mercer tournament or this tournament. I mean, there's still time, but you're really going to have to... Ooh, handball. I mean, you're going to have to start pressing now.
The Spartans losing to Princeton in the semifinals of the MCT tournament last year. Facing the same fate here with 17:30 to go in the semis of the CVC tournament.
Yeah, the score reversed from the regular season outcome.
Yeah. Chris DeMarco over this one. Brightman will now join the defense for Princeton.
Brightman came all the way up the field. Make sure he's in on this.
This one lofted in toward the box, or toward the goal. Nice shot by Nicholas Holmlin to come off his line and punch it away.
Yep.
Last line of defense is Jacob Riley for Steinert.
Came out aggressive. And that's what you want to see. I guess you can count that as a shot on goal, right? You know.
Yeah, I mean, it was toward the frame. He came out.
Had to make a save.
Archie Smith, good play out toward the corner, giving chase and keeping it in is Andre Ansara. And that one goes out of play.
Tell you one thing, there is not a speck of wind at this game, which is good because you hate to see a wind-blown goal or something gum up the works, but that flag is totally still.
Yeah, we felt a little bit of a breeze at kickoff, but sun goes down.
Took the wind with it.
Yeah. This one toward the box. Ansara with it. Flag is up, though. Wouldn't have counted if you put it in the back of the net anyway.
Yeah. A little bit off.
Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Princeton wins it back, trying to find Brayman again. He's sitting on a hat trick. Good step in front by Elliot Morris.
I think there's been a lot of times Princeton's just taken the ball from a Steinert player.
Knocked away by Homeland. Really only play he had there.
Yeah, I think he probably would have liked to have gone a little straighter.
Monahan with a throw in toward the corner on the near side. Goes out for a Princeton throw. Under 15 left to go. 2-0 lead for Princeton over Steinert. Tigers inching their way toward the CVC championship on Saturday.
And you look over here right in front of us. Elliot Morris is sticking right to Brightman right now.
Yeah, if the Spartans are going to allow a third goal, they're not going to let it be Brightman with that hat trick.
Yeah.
Or at least they're going to try their best to prevent him from doing that.
But how long do you wait until you start pushing Brightman or Morris and Riley up?
True, and we've seen Elliot Morris join the attack on a number of occasions this year.
Yeah.
He picks and chooses his chances. And we're going to get a yellow card here for Sam Narkin. Fourth yellow card issued to a Spartan today. And the referee now making his way toward midfield. Looks like he's having a chat with one of the Steinert coaches. I believe that's Chris Hunt, the assistant.
Yeah, it is.
So Narkin comes off. He's issued a caution.
Yeah, Charlie Inverso says that he has no problem with yellows, but I think Anthony Tessine could do without all these yellows.
Well, you don't have a problem if it's only one yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Punch forward in the middle of the park. Good win back by Princeton, but able to read that is Chris DeMarco. DeMarco racing forward, trying to develop something for the Steinert offense. Tap row forward now. Back to DeMarco. We'll play it across to Morris. Elliot Morris trying to cross one in. It's deflected off of Brightman. Or excuse me, that's Derek Leva, number 5.
Steinert tried to make something happen there. Possessed a little bit, but it was like Charlie said at halftime. You can't just possess. You have to possess quick. Get it, move it, keep it moving. Keep the defense. Don't give the defense a chance to just set up.
Spartans trying to pick up on their offensive half. Rolls out of play. It'll be a Steiner throw in. 13 minutes left to go and counting in regulation. 2-0 lead for Princeton. Tigers defense doing a great job here with a 2-goal lead.
Hammerschmidt's everywhere back there.
The flag goes up, whistle goes. It'll be a free kick for Princeton.
And they'll take plenty of time. Under 13 and counting.
Good win from Chris DeMarco. He finds some space on the near side. Trying to get it in the middle of the park for Tyler Taffro, but a good interception. Here's Archie Smith now. Plays it forward. Brayman trying to shield off a defender, but it's a good step in from Jacob Riley. And now the whistle goes. It'll be a Steinert free kick. They'll try to take it quickly right in the middle of the park. It'll be short to Tchaikovsky, but then the referee will call it back. They'll do it again. Semifinal number 1 of our doubleheader tonight in the CVC boys soccer semis. Number 1 seeded Robbinsville, the undefeated Robbinsville Ravens. Number 5 team in the NJ.com top 20. Taking on the 4th seeded Notre Dame Irish. Myself, Andrew Myers, and Rich Fisher will be back for the action on that one shortly after the conclusion of this game.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have much time. I might not even have time to eat my sandwich.
Yeah, I would assume they're going to try to get it kicked off as quickly as possible. I don't know if the same referees are here or not, but we'll find out. And, I mean, we're at pretty good time here for the 7 o'clock scheduled start.
I doubt it'd be the same.
Yeah. There's actually, just as we say that, it looks like there's one of the referees showing up for the second game now on the far side there toward the Princeton goal. Tigers taking their time here on the free kick right at midfield. Knocked forward toward Archie Smith. Who else? And a good touch from Smith. And man, Smith's elusiveness and his acceleration on that first touch is just unbelievable.
It is, isn't it? And Brightman was right around there again, too.
Another corner one for the Tigers. Looks like Princeton will bring in some subs.
Bringing a sub all the way across the field, you can work that clock down even more.
Yeah, a referee will hand out a caution for a time waste, but when you play by the rules like that,
right,
they'll let it go. Nice little bending of the rules there from Ryan Walsh and Princeton. This one right in the middle of the box, but cleared away by Steiner. Knocks forward off a Steiner body. It'll stick with the Tigers, Andre Ansara. Back to Lipsy, who loops it forward.
Oh, Princeton now doing a nice job of just playing keep away.
Yeah, under 10 minutes to go here in regulation. Steiner down 2. Got to find at least one here to get back into it. It's a good win back for the Spartans. Racing toward the corner on the far side. Out of play, it'll stay with Steiner on a throw in.
I'll tell you what, you really, for 70 minutes now, you have got to be impressed with these Princeton Little Tigers.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much doing everything right. The only spell where they were in kind of trouble was the last, 5 or so minutes of the first half after they scored that goal. Steinert kind of put the pressure on. And in the beginning of the second half, too, Steinert with a couple early corners, but couldn't take advantage of it.
Yeah, nothing. It wasn't like where if you're a Princeton fan, you were like, your heart was in your throat type of thing.
This one played forward into space. Good pickup there from Aaron Thyram. And a good win back there from Zach Barton. He tries to play it forward for the Spartans.
There's Hammerschmidt.
His touch there. Morris joins the attack now. Matt Tafro with the ball at his feet. Plays it back to Chris DeMarco. Good step in to win that back is Kingston Lipsy. It'll stay with Steinert. Spartans desperate for a goal here to get back into it. Down 2-0 late. Good feed into the box here for Tyler Tafro. Tafro with a nice nutmeg, still with the ball at his feet. Stepping in is Hammerschlag, and now it's cleared away only as far as Chris DeMarco, though.
Good effort by Tafro there, trying to do something with it.
He's forced to play it back. Steinert will try to reset. Here's Jacob Riley. Deflected off a Tiger defender. Vega Ramirez chested down, looking for a shooting lane. He goes down. Ball at Tafro's feet now. And now Tyler Tafro goes down after he loses it. Princeton knocks it away.
Tafro's a little shaken up.
Yep, they'll stop the clock here with 7:02. The clock keeps running here, but the referee doesn't want it stopped. And a yellow card issued there, second of the game for Princeton. That one goes to Thompson Lord. So Lord, the senior defender, will make his way off the field. 7 minutes remaining in regulation, a 2-0 lead for Princeton. Just minutes away from an appearance in the first CVC Boys Soccer Championship.
Well, not having seen that first Steinert-Princeton game, I'm not sure what the differences were in this game, but obviously Princeton figured out a way to get some pressure on Steinert and knew how to defend them.
The Tigers trying to see it out here in the final 7 minutes.
It's all about adjustments. You see each other, each team figures things out, and
back and forth in the middle of the park is a lot of bodies. And then Vega Ramirez gives a tug on the jersey of Archie Smith, and the yellow card will come out.
Archie threw both his arms up in frustration there. He's thrown his arms up a few times today, but sometimes you just got to beg, borrow, and steal when you're trying to defend against a guy like that.
Fifth yellow card issued to Steinert. Vega Ramirez will make his way off the field. 7 total cautions given today. 6:25 left on the clock. It'll be a free kick for Princeton. And now the Tigers will make a change.
Of course they will.
Well, clock stopped here, so it won't happen.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Still trying to get a fresh body on there is Ryan Walsh. One back by Steinert, picked up by Derek Monahan. And the Spartans trying to unlock the Princeton defense here. This one knocked toward the box, toward Tyler Tafro on the far side. Tafro, left-footed shot, it's blocked. And it goes out of play again. Right place, right time for a Princeton defender.
Derek Leva got over there. Yeah, that had the potential. But again, this Princeton defense is really making it difficult for Steinert to
cross in, a header chance from Tchaikovsky, and it goes just over the bar. Good cross in there by, I think it was Tyler Tafro on the end of it. And Tchaikovsky right at the spot toward the 6-yard box. Just puts it over the bar.
One close chance and one other chance.
Holman will take his time here on the free kick. Clock approaches 5 minutes remaining. Morris wins that one. DeMarco with the ball at his feet. Steiner trying to string together a couple passes. One back by Princeton. And a good step in there and another tug. Might see another card here. The referee's going to turn away. Archie Smith again with his hands out there. He wanted a card.
He did. You don't want to do that too much. Referees might start to get a little aggravated.
Yeah, I'd say soccer refs for the most part are a little more lenient than, say, umpires in baseball, where you giving it to them, but you never know. Yeah. This referee's already given out 7 yellow cards, so. Throw in quickly taken by Steiner. One back by Princeton for a moment. Couple yards ahead. Taffrell will take it now. Godinez has trouble controlling it. DeMarco gets his way past one defender, but then his pass is intercepted. Under 4 minutes left to go. Desperation time for the Spartans now.
Absolutely. Yep.
Good turn by Archie Smith. Smith just plays it into space there, but nobody there for Princeton.
You know, with a distributor like Smith and a finisher like Brightman, that's a heck of a dynamic duo.
Tyler Taffro with it now, gets around one defender, slips, but still with it. Here's a cross right toward the goal, and Holman's right there on the near post to collect. Tyler Taffro trying to work some magic here late, but the Princeton keeper stands tall.
Yeah, Holman does a really good job of not letting things get out of control in that box. Just stopping things before they start.
Big collision at midfield. One by Steiner. Another one there as a shin guard goes flying.
Well, I think we're in miracle territory now. I think it's going to take a miracle for Steiner to win this game.
Yeah, approaching the 2-minute mark here.
Yeah.
2-0 lead for Princeton. Both goals off the foot of Azaria Brightman. 18th and 19th goals of the year. And for Steiner now, it's time to regroup, get ready for the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. They're currently listed third in the Central Jersey Group 3 PowerPoints.
Yeah, they might have another game between now and then, I think.
Yeah, they do. Scheduled against Monroe on November 1st. That's the day after, 2 days after the state tournament selections are made on October 30th.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that game stays.
I think it will. I think
it's another good competition there for a good tune-up for Steiner before the state tournament.
Yeah, you don't want to be idle for that long.
Yeah, Princeton could end up being idle as this one knocked forward to Brightman. No more games scheduled for the Tigers. Well, they'll have the championship now,
right,
of the CVC tournament on Saturday. But outside of that,
well, sometimes teams pick up a game. ADs get on the phone, start looking around, see if another state team wants to get a game.
Yeah, they will have at least a week every team before the start of the sectional tournaments. Morris knocks that one off a defender. Will go out of play for another Steiner corner. So we approach 60 seconds remaining in this one. Tchaikovsky will make his way all the way up. Spartans' goal here could make things interesting, but time just is not on their side. That one gets through everybody. Played back to Tchaikovsky, who takes a shot, but not much on it. Now he'll try to race back as there's a foot race for the ball. One back by Steiner, knocked ahead. Again, a good flick on as Tyler Taffro picks up. Tyler Taffro, right-footed shot, but it goes outside the netting, and that'll pretty much do it for us.
Yep. I tell you what, this was just, it's the first time I saw Princeton, the first time I've seen Princeton since Ryan Walsh has been the coach, and boy, are they impressive. I mean, they defend well, they have good skilled players that can just, know what to do with the ball. They know how to move the ball around. You have this guy, Archie Smith, he's just fun to watch.
Another whistle goes there with the clock under 10 seconds, and the horn will sound here at Ackerson Field for semifinal number 1 of the Colonial Valley Conference Tournament. And it's the Princeton Tigers with a 2-0 win over the Steinert Spartans. They'll advance to the CVC championship match, 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon. And we'll see with kickoff in a couple of minutes who they'll face between Robbinsville and Notre Dame. But Fish, not much to talk about here. It was pretty much all Princeton in this one.
Yeah, well, a lot to talk about if you're a Princeton fan. I mean, it's but you're right. I mean, it was just I don't want to call it total domination because Steiner did have some chances, but as far as dangerous chances and really making Holman have to work, that didn't happen. Those guys in the back of Steiner, they were every bit as good as those Steiner back three. And this is a winning. This team is a winning culture now, and Ryan Walsh was Wayne Sutcliffe's assistant, so when he took over, he knew basically what was the winning formula, and I'm sure he's tweaked a few things, from what Wayne did, but these big games, they come through big time, and whoever they play, it's going to be a great game in that final, and I can't wait to watch Archie Smith again. And it's just that Steiner, they really have trouble scoring goals a lot, and they gave up the 2 goals today, and it was almost impossible to try to come back from that. All 3 losses that they've had this year, they've been shut out, 1-0, 1-0, and 2-0, and you try to defend and then play for that 1 goal, and when you get down 2, which I don't know if Steiner was ever down 2. I don't know how that Cherry Hill East game played out. If it was, they were down 2-0 and came back to tie it or not. I don't think so.
Yeah, but that one, the only other game they allowed 2 goals.
The only other game they allowed 2 goals, and it's just. But that's how they have to play. They just don't have that dynamic offensive, finisher that can really, turn a game. So they got to work hard to get their goals, and Princeton knew that. Princeton did everything it had to do, and well done by the little Tigers. They just keep proving their worth when these games mean the most.
Absolutely. So Princeton will move to 13-2-3 on the year. Steinert will drop to 13-3-3. They'll head off to regroup for the Central Jersey, Group 3 sectional state tournament. And as for the Tigers, they'll set up for a clash between either Robbinsville or Notre Dame in the CVC championship game on Saturday afternoon. We'll have that second semifinal for you coming up in about 10-15 minutes between Robbinsville and Notre Dame. For our entire crew, our cameraman Makai Gundy and our VE Gus Barber and Rich Fisher, I'm Andrew Myers telling you to take care and come back in about 15 minutes for our pregame show for Robbinsville